How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we do this 5 days out of the work week. Maybe you had a long, maybe you had a stressful day, or maybe it was the market conditions where you came to watch this video, plus hear one of my corny jokes. Here it comes. Why aren't koalas considered bears? They don't have the right qualifications. But anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is OCGN, which stays consistent, trading in its tight range. And also I'm going to give you guys an update in regards to who, because we know, hey, we were told and we heard that we were going to be getting a decision sometime this week, so we're going to be clearing that all up. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support, we want to know resistance, and what levels that we want to look forward to, especially as this week comes closer to the end. And then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the recent short interest information. Are shorts still heavily vested inside of this play? Are they doubling down even more? We're going to figure that out. And then we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. Were institutions loading up on shares today? We could see that they were loading up in the past, so we want to see, is there a continuation of that? And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details, especially in regards to who. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for OCGN. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $7.53, being down 0.26%. On the low, it tested $7.30, and then on the high, testing $7.93. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 15.218 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days being at 15.213 million shares. Now, when we take a look at our chart, we're using the 1-year daily chart. We can see from the RSI down below, it is around 52.10, and we continue to have strength above the 200-day. We are below the 100-day, but of course, we are sitting above the 21-day EMA and as well as the 50-day. So this is pretty much a support area. So like I was saying before previously, I love to see the fact that we're continuing to hold up this $7 level. We only close of a difference of like 2 cents from what it was from yesterday. So it's just a consistency that we love seeing. As far as where we tested, as far as on the high today, it was around $7.93. In this particular area, of course, there's a lot of resistance and there's a lot of selling pressure. But if we can go into tomorrow and being able to actually pass this particular area, then we can get to this $8 range. And of course, being a psychological area, you could have more selling pressure, and also there's many people who are going to be taking profits. So as far as also for the low that I would want to look for to actually see hold up going into tomorrow, we tested $7.30. So if we end up actually pulling back, of course, I'm going to want to see some strength right here around this $7.16 level, or to be exact, around $7.15, because we have closed at those particular areas. So those are the ranges to keep an eye on. So for the most part, let's see how it actually goes for tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for OCGN. Scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 250,000, updated just now, and the short borrow free rate is at 2.48%. As we scroll down further, you can see as far as for the short volume ratio, on the close of the 10th, it was at 50.78, the close for the 13th being at 53.07, and for the close from yesterday being at 57.87. So we could see the short volume ratio is continuing to go up. So what this means, there are a lot of shorts who are vested in this play, and they see a lot of opportunities in regards to the downside. But if you've been in this play long enough, this is something that you're already used to. But if we do end up getting that catalyst from who, I know I sound like a broken record here, then we can look forward to seeing some very strong moves in overall price action. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for OCGN. So we can see on the inflow side, it's at 24.25, and then on the outflow side, it was at 22.56. So we ended up having an inflow day. So we had 0 on the large for both, On the medium, we had 16.03, and then on the small, we had 8.22. And keep in mind, this is in the millions. When we take a look at the outflow side on the medium, we have 14.71, and then on the small, we have 7.85. So we ended up beating every single category with medium and as well as small scale orders. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, apart from the big time inflow day as far as for large scale that we had on the 13th, it's been 0 on the 14th and as well as for today. But one thing that we can clearly see, there's still demand for OCGN shares by just taking a look at the inflow alone. Many are waiting on that WHO approval, and we did also have the WHO chief scientist who came out and provided that update. So we'll go over in the final thoughts, so let's get to it right now. So for my final thoughts for OCGN, as far as for the WHO decision, we are not going to be getting the EUL this week. So I want to make sure everyone is aware of that. One thing that we did get to find out as far as for the WHO chief scientist came out and also gave feedback, and what we got from that is we're not going to be getting a decision until October. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing some more volatility in the overall stock. Even when we went on Fintel taking a look at the short volume ratio, we can see it is continuing to get higher. So there's a lot of negative market sentiment around OCGN. But we also do know for a fact institutions have been loading up on shares, and many are holding shares as well because they are willing to wait. I am not saying that you should be doing the same. You should be doing what is right for you. I get a lot of messages from people that are saying, well, you know what? I don't think this is going to work out for OCGN. So if you believe that to be the case, then why are you staying inside of the position? It's as easy as that. I myself, I'm being very patient with this. Yes, we have been waiting. There have been delays, but you know what? Who cares at the end of the day? Unless you put your whole entire portfolio inside of this one play, then I can definitely understand why you're having the sweats right now. And I've talked about this in many other videos. You want to make sure you are managing your risk, managing your exposure when it comes to speculative plays like this. I do believe that they should be able to get this EUL, especially if they can get all of the information that WHO needs. And this is why I talk about it, and it's part of the reasons why I do have a position. I have taken profits many times when it comes to this overall play. I've bought options, I've sold shares, and I've been completely transparent with you guys about it as well. So that's why I was also saying, even if we do not end up getting the EUL, I am still good and I'm continue to be profitable in OCGN because all of the money that I have left is the house's money. So I make sure that I'm transparent about that. So whatever your strategy is, if you're just holding shares, waiting for that strong pop, just know about the risks that are involved. I want to really emphasize this for you guys. And also another thing that I want to go over as far as for the price action, we are seeing a lot of consistency. So if we end up getting this EUL, this stock can really start taking off. So continue to do your homework and as well as your due diligence. And if you are inside of this play and you're very confident about it, then waiting a bit longer should not be of any issue for you whatsoever. And also when we took a look at the order flow distribution, there's still a lot of interest on the retail side, and we also saw a surplus in both categories of medium and as well as small, and we did see institutions did load up on the week. So taking this all into consideration, if it decides to pull back even further, let's say if it decides to go back, let's say below $7, I will be taking a look at it again, and I would be looking to get into some options and then also as well as some shares and then just see what happens, because at the end of the day, it comes down to having high conviction and also knowing that, hey, you need to manage your overall risk. And even if it does not work out, there's always another play. So I hope you found this video helpful, and we'll be talking real soon.